This is my credit card. It's frozen in a block of ice. I did this when I was 23 because I read online that if you can't trust yourself with a card, you should freeze it. Want to know what happened? I microwaved it. 2 weeks later, for a sale, the ice wasn't the problem. The card wasn't the problem. My rules were today, how to use a credit card the right way. 7 rules. Break them and the card wins. Keep them and you win. Let's figure it out. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Credit card advice comes in 2 flavors. Credit cards are evil, cut them up. Or credit cards are amazing. Points, miles, free money. Both miss the point. A credit card is a tool with an interest rate attached. Use the tool, never trigger the interest. And so, which brings me to Jasmine. Jasmine, 22, first real job, offered her first credit card at a store checkout. 10% off today's purchase. She says yes, obviously, and does what most of us do. Swipes now, figures it out later. She pays the minimum every month, $35. Feels responsible. But at 24% interest, almost all of that 35 is interest. 14 months in, she's paid nearly $500, and the balance has dropped by about 100. That's the trap, not a cliff, a treadmill. Jasmine didn't fail. Nobody gave her the rules. So here they are, the 7 I wish someone had taped to my first card. And watch Jasmine, because she's about to fix every one of these. Rule 1 sounds obvious. It's the one everybody breaks. Rule 1, never spend money you don't already have. The card is not a loan. If the money isn't sitting in your spend account right now, remember the spend account? The purchase doesn't happen. Jasmine checks the app first. Money's not there? Item goes back. You're not borrowing. You're just paying with a different card. Rule 2, pay the full statement balance every month on auto pay, not the minimum. Not the current balance, the statement balance. That's the number the due date belongs to, and it's the one people get wrong. Automate it from your hub so willpower is never involved. Do this consistently, and on a typical card, you'll never pay interest on your everyday purchases. Rule 3, keep your utilization low. You've probably heard the 30% rule. Here's the truth. 30 isn't a magic number. Lower is just better, and under 10% is where your score really starts to thank you. Jasmine's gauge went from 45 to 8. Why does that number matter so much? That's next episode. For now, low. Keep it low. Rule 4, 1 card, 1 job. The card lives where your spend account lives: groceries, gas, subscriptions. It is not the emergencies card. When Jasmine's card died, the money came from her escape fund. Card never left the wallet. The moment a credit card becomes your emergency plan, you're 1 bad month from that treadmill. Rule 5, never chase points into a purchase. Rewards are a rebate, not a reason. Spend $100 you weren't going to spend to earn $2 in points? You didn't earn $2. You lost 98. Jasmine swipes left. The points people win are the ones buying things they buy anyway. Rule 6, never, and I mean never, take a cash advance. It's the worst deal in your wallet. Fee upfront. A higher interest rate than your purchases. And no grace period. It starts charging the second the cash hits your hand. If you're ever tempted by one, that's not a card problem. That's a signal to go back to episode 22. Rule 7, think twice before closing your oldest card. And here's where I debunk the internet for you. Closing it does not erase your history overnight. A closed account in good standing can sit on your report for years. The real problem is your available credit shrinks, which can push your utilization up. Rule 3, remember? So if there's no annual fee and it's not tempting you to overspend, put 1 small subscription on it, auto pay from the hub, and let it quietly age. And while we're here, don't apply for 3 new cards in 3 months either. More on why next week. The 7. Only spend what you have. Full statement automated. Utilization low. One card, one job. Points are a rebate. No cash advances. Think twice before closing the oldest. Stick around. I turn these into something you can keep. Back to Jasmine. She stopped the bleeding first, cleared the balance over 8 months. Then she rebuilt with the rules you just watched. 18 months on, balance under control, a clean payment history, utilization in single digits, and a credit profile that finally works for her. Same card, different rules. Exactly how that shows up in your score, next episode. Your challenge? The Rule Audit. Open your card app, check 3 things. 1. Is autopay set to full statement? Most people discover it's on minimum. 2. What's your utilization right now? 3. Is anything on that card money you didn't already have? 10 minutes. Everyone's breaking at least one rule, find yours. Now the honest bit. If you're carrying a balance right now at 20-something percent, these rules are for after. Rules don't outrun interest. Debt payoff comes first, and that's a whole strategy of its own. It's coming very soon on this channel. If that's you, comment and tell me. You're not behind, you're just at an earlier step. The credit card industry makes billions betting you'll break Rule 1 and Rule 2. The minimum payment makes debt feel manageable, while the interest quietly keeps working. That's not an accident of design. The goal was never to fear the card. The goal is a card that works for you. And now you know the rules that make that true. I turned all 7 rules into the 7 rules card. 1 page, save it to your phone, tape it to your fridge. It's linked below. And comment rules so I know you're running the audit. Next up, the 7 things that actually raise your credit score, not the myths. The real levers. I'm Chloe. Keep figuring it out. See you in the next one.